What's up, guys? I'm back with another movie review. This is yet another Lifetime movie. If you hate these, I'm sorry, but I do try to put it in the title so that you can at least avoid them if you're not interested in them. This one is called Fatal Defense, and it definitely lives up to the name. It's about a woman who experiences a home invasion. She's tied up and kind of terrorized by the burglar before he leaves. She does survive, but she's very traumatized by it. Her daughter's very traumatized by it, and she's just like overwhelmed with feeling helpless, and so she wants to do something. Her sister is a cop. She recommends that she gets a gun, but she doesn't want to get a gun because she's worried that, with a kid in the house, something could go terribly wrong. So she decides to take a self-defense class, but not like a karate class or a martial arts, MMA class where you learn about fighting and discipline and honor. No, she wants to learn like the Boss Rutan style of self-defense where you like stab people with keys and shit. So she goes and meets this guy. His name is Logan. He's a super kind of aggressive guy. His techniques are very, unusual. He's very overpowering and overwhelming in, how he deals with people. But it gets results. Her first encounter with him is very uncomfortable, but she learns right away something useful. So she's like, okay, I'm going to keep going back to this. As time passes, she gets better and better. She's learned how to take care of herself, in a fight, and how to defend herself and defend her family and her home. And she starts to have kind of a connection with the instructor guy. And I don't want to say it's like teetering on romance, but it's mostly just like a strong friendship, and they're getting to know each other. And then he starts to like test her in these really weird ways. Like he zip ties her hands and throws her in the trunk and then drives around real fast trying to get her to, use what he's taught her. And so then she's like, I don't want anything to do with this creepy guy. And of course, he's not going to give up that easily. He ends up, continuing to kind of test her and stalk her and taunt her. And it just escalates from there. Lifetime has given us many, many movies about different stalkers and reminding us about how terrible men are. And in this one, it just makes sense that we would have a self-defense teacher that would take things too far. The story here makes no sense. They give us a little bit of backstory saying that like the guy's wife died because she didn't know self-defense, and he was like, I'm going to teach, make sure that no woman ever, dies from it again. But the way the story plays out, it just doesn't make a lot of sense. I don't know. It's just dumb. Sometimes the story in this is just dumb. But it's definitely watchable. It's very brisk. It doesn't have very much, slow stuff in it. It does have a really crazy burglar who has like gigantic bug eyes that are really crazy, which I like. And then it's just got some colorful characters. The instructor guy's this super dude bro guy who's way over the top and like super aggressive. And then you have the mom character who's kind of deadpan most of the time, even in like panic-stricken situations. She still feels like she's kind of dead inside, which is fine. I don't mind that. And again, like a couple other Lifetime movies I've watched lately, all the ingredients are there for just a crazy, nutty movie, with a wacko stalker, an ice queen lady who's just, super bland. It's a perfect opportunity for like craziness, and unfortunately it just doesn't really happen here. The stalker guy always balances between, is he really a crazy stalker or is he a guy trying to help people? And it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Like, pick a side and run with it, right? Anyway, it's a decent movie if you like Lifetime movies. I wish it was crazier, but it's still definitely watchable, and it's a fun little quick watch if you like creepy stalkers, and I love creepy stalkers. I love dysfunction. Dialogue. Oh, it also has Cheryl and Finn in it, which is kind of interesting. I kind of like that. It doesn't have very much violence. It's got some cheesy fight scenes, which are kind of fun. Obviously, no nakedness. This is a Lifetime movie. It's just not super melodramatic. The stalker guy is just not well handled. I think that's what kind of tanks the movie a little bit. But anyway, if you like creepy stalker Lifetime movies, give this one a chance. That's pretty much it. If you like this review, please do check out my website, markfusion.com. I've got plenty of other Lifetime reviews there, and tons in the video playlist here on YouTube as well. So also review all kinds of other stuff, though: horror, exploitation, cult, anime, some regular movies, not a lot though, TV shows, just all kinds of stuff. I'm also on Twitter, Twitch, and Instagram at markfusion. You can follow me there and see what I've got coming up. That's it. I really appreciate you watching these videos. If you like them, please do drop a sub. It would greatly help me out and keep me from being homeless, which would be nice because it's hard to store Blu-rays on the street. Thanks a lot, guys. I really appreciate it. Hopefully, I'll see you soon.